right? So yes, after opening the key, then now you need to create a project. First step is you need to create a project with one particular device, that is 8051, 8051 AH or 89C5189S52. You can select one particular device and need to create the project. Go to the project, create new microvision project. New microvision project. First step, new microvision project. Now the system will ask for the uh, project name, right? So far in the morning we created the project TR2, right? Anyway, I was giving the TR1, the file name, right? The project name I was giving. TR1 and 2, right? Save it project. You leave about this, right? Then just give the file name, right? Your project name. You can select your own path, but you have to follow that path. You need to remember that particular path always, right? So my path is in G drive in Mason folder. I was creating the project with TR1 and 2 is the project name. Save it. Now the system will ask for the device, right? Which device? The CPU. It will ask for the CPU, right? Just see here, CPU. Which device you are interested to use in this library. You can select any one particular device. I am going to select the 8051 from Atmel company. You can select from the Intel also. I'm going to select this 8051C, 89C51 from the Atmel. From Atmel. Remember this. This is the Atmel, right? 89C51. 89. I can search here if we know the completely number 89C51. 80, 89, 89C, 89C51. Yes, right. I was selecting this device. Just see this device features. You will get all this here. Right? Static to 24 megahertz CMOS controller, right? Frequency, clock frequency, 32 IO lines because 4 IO ports. It has 2 timers and counters. These are the features. 6 interrupts. Yes, you know very well. UART operation it has. Serial data transmission and receiving also we can do. 4K bytes of ROM and 128 bytes of RAM it has. Right? These are the features you should remember. Right. After selecting the device 89C51, then okay, give the okay. Yes. Yes. Now your target is created, right? So this will appear like this. If you open this, startup A51 will appear like this. So anyway, you keep it like this, target one, and go to the file, new file. Project is over. First step, you need to create the microvision project. In that project, device 89C51, 89S52. I'm going to upload the same video in the code now, and you can access through it if you forget any step. Right. So now we can write the program here. Right. Move a comma shift hash 22H. Next, move the comma hash or 23H. Add a comma, right? And call 0003H. Enter. Right. Just save it after entering the code. This is a a text file which is not having the file name, right? Because it not yet saved. So you just save it with .asm as the extension. Save the file with .asm as the extension. So I am saving the file, add tr1 and 2, right? Save. Oh, sorry, we didn't give the .asm extension, right? File CS. Add tr1 and 2.asm, right? Add tr1 and 2.asm. So I need to add this file to the target. Just type the code. Whenever the 8051 creates the instruction, that particular line as the instruction, then the instruction will appear in the form of colors. If the device is treating that particular instruction is the particular line is the instruction, then you will get the colors. Otherwise, instruction may not appear in the form of color, right? So anyway, you need to add this program to the target. This is the second step that is very important. Give the right click here. First maximize it. Select this, give the right click. Select the third option. Add existing files to the group source group one. Third option. And next here, select the ASM source file, right? So here, our program is add tr1 and 2. This is our program. Add this and close. Now you can see your program is added to the source group. Now you can execute this program, right? Now, so before executing the program, you need to check the errors. For that, do the translate operation. So 0 errors, build operation, 0 errors, rebuild operation. Right. So here also 0 errors. So 3 steps are important, one by one. For example, if I made a mistake that there is no comma between the A and B in this line, then the in this when we translate the code, then it will generate the error. You just observe here. Yes, now error generated, right? ASM line number 3, it is saying that error. You just give the double click over this. Just give the double click on this. Immediately that line will be selected. Then you can observe the error and you can edit the code. And once again save the code and once again translate it, build, rebuild. So 0 errors, right? Done. This part is over. Yes, so far any doubts? Anyone? If anybody is having any doubts, any step in between?
Sir, can you once run the code, sir?
Yeah, I will run. Next step is we are going to execute the program. So far, whatever the steps that we covered, if anybody is having any doubts in these steps, initial steps, you can use the code now, videos from the code now, right? You can practice it. Yes, you need to press the F11 on the keyboard continuously for line by line. Okay. One of your friend is asking about the F11, right? So this is not under the recording. That is why I was repeating the same step. Go to the debug and start the debugging session for execution. And now you just press this F11 here, line by line execution. D content 23. Now for third click, we got the 4-5 addition value, right? That's all. This is only the reason. Use this, right? F11. You can observe this here. Debug, stop debug section. So I was stopping with this, right? I will open another one. Project, close project. I'm closing this. Now I was opening one more project. I think open project. PR2 morning we created one project. In that we wrote one program. Yes, this is the program. First 3 lines for the addition. After getting the result in A, the A value is copied into the memory 40H. Next, subtraction. After performing the subtraction, A value is copied into the memory 41H. The content is transferred to the memory. Memory address is 4041. 41 is 40H is the address. 40H is the destination address. Here 41. RAM. Same thing is applicable for remaining also. Right. So executing this program, addition, subtraction, multiplication. For multiplication, after performing the multiplication, 16-bit number we may get. That is why we will be taking 2 memory locations. Performing the division, coefficient is available in A, remainder is available in B. So this is for the logical operations, AND operation and A comma B, or logical A comma B, XOR logical A comma B. Increment A, accumulator value will be increased by 1. Decrement A, accumulator value will be decreased by 1. Just observe these lines, and if anybody is having any doubts, you please ask. After this program, I will go for the timer program. Anybody is having any doubt, please ask. These lines, any line, anything. I'm going for the timer
Yes,
program
sir.
also. Please unmute your mic. Anyone? Mardamganallu. Right, please ask.
Clear, sir.
Clear. Then what about this AND operation, OR operation, XOR logical? Observe this. Increment A is nothing but A value will be increased by 1. This is one experiment in your lab also. So in both the ways it is useful, right? Now translate, build, rebuild. Zero errors. Just I will do one small thing. I will remove comma here. I will check for the errors. Part1 HA in subtraction. Okay. Save, translate. One error we got, line number 12. Part1 HA error. Yes. Right. So like that you need to check the error sometimes. You can use the double click such a way that that line will be displayed. Zero errors, translate over, build, F7, rebuild. Zero errors you got. Now go to the debug, start the debugging section. Do the OK. So this is the memory window. Whenever you want to see the memory data in memory, you need to open the memory window. These windows will appear here. You need to go to the view. In view, all the windows will appear. For example, here memory window. I am selecting the memory window. Yes. But initially this will be blank. You need to type capital D colon 40H because in your program initially you are starting with the 40H memory, right? D colon 40H you need to type and give the enter. Then all the numbers will be displayed. Right. Initially all are blank. Here you observe these are all blank. Now I am executing line by line the program. These contents changes. Right. First line. Next. Oh, sorry. You need to execute the program line by line. Debug. Just I was stopping the debugging section to clear the memory. Now start the debug. Okay. Memory window is appeared. Otherwise, you need to select the memory window from view. From view. Okay. Here window will appear. You can select. Right. Now I am executing the program line by line. F11, 25, 25. So in this line, I am copying the accumulator value into the memory. Right. Now the memory space is empty. Right. So I am executing this line such a way that value will be loaded to the memory. Just see. The data in the memory is changed. Right. Next line. So subtraction in result is this one. Next, this is a multiplication layer, one nibble, and another nibble is this one. Multiplication. Next, division coefficient and remainder. You are getting all one by one. You observe here. Right, AND operation result, OR operation result. No, 47 H comma A. Logical and after performing. Right. So we got the numbers. So observe all this. This is the output. So F11, by pressing the F11 also we can observe this. Otherwise, by giving the run option, at a time we can run the program and we will get the output. Right? Two ways. Clear? Any doubts? Any doubt is have, if anybody is having doubt in saving the data in the memory, if you have any doubt, please ask. Result of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, quotient remainder, and after that remaining. And R, XR, increment to decrement. You can do the operation, right? And operation, and you can check that result also. Yes, anybody is executing the program, anybody is using the keel.
Sir, I just downloaded Keel, sir. I'm trying
What?
to execute one of the programs, sir.
What?
I just now installed Keel, sir.
Okay. So this is timer 0 program with some specific value. Here tmod is there, timer mode register. So I will show the tmod register also to you. I'm executing this line, all the lines, translate, build, rebuild, 0 errors. Just to go to the debug, start the debugging section. Okay. Right. Okay. Good. Now we need to go to the debug. Yeah, debug. Start the section is over. Run the program. You are getting this square wave. Can you able to see the square wave? Yes, Flash.
Yes, sir.
Can you able to see the square wave here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now you people have to explain about this program. Move tmod comma hash 01 means the timer 0. If you convert, if you take the same number in binary form, tmod is equal to 01. When you take in binary form 4 zeros and 000, 1, right? This is correct. 4 zeros and 0001. Yes. This is in binary, right? Means P mod, if it has lower digit 1, means in which mode it is? P mod, please check the P mod register format. In which mode the timer? Which timer you are selecting according to the bit configuration? Which timer you selected? As per the bit combination. As per this bit combination, the timer 0 is selected. So we selected the timer 0. So into the timer 0, TL0 is loaded with the 0FF and TH0 is loaded with the 0ED. Some value I have taken into the lower register and also higher register, right? And also, 1 minute, HOD service call. Right. So timer 0, we selected that timer 0 in mode 0. Even Tmod is staying mode also. You can observe the Tmod bit positions and you need to know the meaning of the whether we selected timer 0 or timer 1, and if it is timer 0 means which mode. So this bit configuration, it is saying all those, right? So as per this bit combination, we selected the timer 0 in mode 0. Mode 0 means 13-bit timer. You just see I loaded some value into the TL0 and loaded some 8-bit number into the TH0, and I was performing the complement operation at the port 1.5. Sometimes 1, sometimes 0, sometimes 1, sometimes 0. Right. So initially 1, for example, default initially 0 is there at port 1.5. So I have done the complement operation. So 0 is converted into 1. Now I was calling the delay program to maintain the 1 for some specific time. Why I need 1 means I need to generate a square wave, right? So the theme is I need to generate the square wave at port 1.5. 1 for some time, 0 for some time. So I have done the complement operation, and after that I was maintaining the delay to get the square wave positive half cycle and negative half cycle or some on state off state. So this is the delay program. So set bit TR0 means start the timer. So I will start the timer, and I set some value, right? Timer value in the form of hexadecimal. This is nothing but timer value, right? After that, whenever you start the timer, until unless overflow occurs, this timer continues, right? Here you can observe this timer overflow option. Until unless, whenever you start the timer, TR0 will be set to 1. So whenever the timer overflow occurs, then immediately this will goes to the next line, right? Jump if there is no bit timer overflow, the values goes on increasing. Initially FFED, FFED, next FFEE, FFEE, After that FFEF, After that, F0, right? Like that, hexadecimal value increases, goes on increasing, timer hexadecimal value, and it reaches to the maximum value, that is all Fs. Whenever it reaches to the maximum value, then immediately here you can observe this TL0, TH0 values goes on increasing and reaches to the maximum value. And whenever it reaches to the maximum value, then immediately overflow occurs. So whenever the overflow is occurred, right? So then immediately it will come out from the loop. Otherwise, it will be in the loop. So clear TR0 means stop the timer run operation, overflow operation, clear the overflow bit, and return. It will go back to the wherever it is started. We can't just it is called the delay. So after this delay, next jump here, then once again it will go to the main, and once again complement. Previously it is 1, now it is 0. So you need to check that particular thing, how the programming is going on. We will be calling the delay. So this is a delay program is separate. Right. After completion of delay, this will come here. SJMP here means once again it starts from here. So sometimes at port 1.51, sometimes it is 0 complement operation. That is why this is port 1.5. You can count from here. Port 1.0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Port 1.5 is the one. Here we will be performing the complement operation. So how this window will appear, how these windows will appear means, go to the peripherals. Peripherals. If you want timer, take the timer 0, because you are using timer 0 as per the program. You should know that. Peripherals, not only timer, you are using IO ports also, that is port 1 you are using. So port 1, select the port 1. That's all. Any doubt? Right. So here, once again, I was repeating how to select the port 1 means go to the peripherals, select the IO ports and select port 1. Such a way that port 1 window will appear. Similarly, go to the peripherals, select the timer, and for timer 0. Timer 0 window will appear. Right. Changes will occur here. You can observe. Timer overflow will occur, changes will occur. And square wave, how this window will appear, logic analyzer. You need to select the logic analyzer in your system. Here that I'm not able to see because of this. Right. Just see, this is the logic analyzer, right? This is the logic analyzer. So select this analysis window, logic analyzer. So here you'll get the logic analyzer, select the logic analyzer. Logic analyzer. So in that, go to the setup and you need to use the port name. You need to give the port name. Here you type here, you just give the click and give the port name, port 1.5, P1.5. You need to select this for this, right? You will get this, you can type P1.5 and after that, close. So your wave will appear here, right? Setup only. You need to go to the setup only for loading the port 1. You need to go this, and here you need to go P1.5. That's all, right? Just give the enter, then close, right? So for logic analyzer, whenever you use the square wave, then logic analyzer is important. Then only you can observe the waveform. Show cycles, amplitudes. This information is also important. You need to give the tick for all. So this is the procedure to use the keel, right? Use the keel at home, or else whenever you come to the lab, at that time I will give the software with the system such that you can execute in the college also, right?